All right, Shalom, Yasharala. Before we get started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You sincere brothers out here is pushing this word. And you sincere sisters that's listening and learning, may the choice of election be upon your house. Oh, sorry, excuse me. All right, and if you hear noise in the background, that's the helicopter flying around. All right, in the area. But we're back with another video, back with another lesson, and the title of this one will be called well, it's a response. Yet this day in our captivity, and I put in, I added a little bit. You are not free. All right. Yet this day in our captivity, you are not free. All right, and I did a response. Let me go to his page. Yeah, the brother, I forgot his name already, but this is a response video to his. He did it in transit. Yet this day, in our captivity, Salaki, that helicopter. Let it go by. Yeah. And his page is called GMS One Ratazah 2. All right, subscribe and be edified. All right, and yeah, he did a video. All right, in transit. Yeah, this day in our captivity, and I recorded a little bit of it, the beginning part, of course, not the whole thing. You can watch the rest on your own, but we're gonna listen to it real quick in the beginning. This old Jake. All right, listen real quick.
Do you feel we should have got 40 acres and a mule when they freed us?
We ain't never been free.
Oh, man. That's some real
Free
shit.
what? Free to do what?
That's some
Free to go get a white man's job and go watch some football and watch some basketball and buy a little old jewelry? Free? Free to do what? You don't make no law. You don't manufacture nothing. You don't produce nothing. So where's your freedom at? And if the Negro don't have that white boy, he in trouble. He don't know how to eat. I'm finna leave planet Earth, but I hate leaving and knowing that my people will never be free.
Fuck you. You see, so that old Jake, man. This is what the brother he put in the beginning of his video. All right, the older Jake, and he was right, man. All right, our people think we're free, but our people think that they're free, because they got the money and the jewelry. All right, to buy a house, the white picket fence, get you a nice wife, kids. You think you living a life, but no, man, this ain't it, man. All right, we're still in captivity, and it's not a physical, but our people are mentally slaves. You can also say mental, physical, because we gotta work, gotta pay for bills. All right, we're subject to payments. You see, Esau Edom has set up a system where he still has us in, not slavery like it was, picking cotton and being in the fields, but it's a new slavery. They got us working these jobs. You see, gotta pay bills. And the brother. That was a heavy video. You should go watch it. All right, watch the rest. So this is we're still in captivity, man. And the Lord, until He sends His Son and our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. All right, until He returns, we still gonna be in this captivity. We're still gonna be under the curses. You see, so we're not free. And you got June. In June they call it Juneteenth. All right, and we can go look that up real quick. What is Juneteenth? Juneteenth, it says a holiday celebrated on June 19th to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on the date in 1865, in the aftermath, my goodness, that helicopter, in the aftermath of the Civil War, enslaved people were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation. You see, You know, they celebrate that to say that, you know, we're free. You know, we not we're you know we're you know we're free. You see, all right, we are finally no longer slaves. But no, you're still a slave to this system, man. You see, and the word emancipation means the fact or process or being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions, liberation. And you're none of these, man. You're still under captivity, according to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, but I don't want to keep talking. I'm gonna get let's get Baruch real quick. Whoops, not that. Okay, y'all. So this Baruch chapter. Baruch. What's the what I had? 3, yeah. Baruch 3. I remember saw that one that says, "O Lord," and Baruch. If you don't know who Baruch is, Baruch was a scribe from Jeremiah. So Baruch 3:1, O Lord, our Almighty, or O Yahweh Alashadja, right? Power of Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled spirit crieth unto thee. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and have pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee. We sinned against the Lord. That's why we're in the positions we're in now. You see, we gone against the Lord. We broken His covenant, all right, and sinned against Him continuously, right? For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children, which have sinned before thee, and have not hearkened unto the voice of their power. Slakia. And not hearken unto the voice of thee their power, for the which caused these plagues cleave unto us. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. For thou art the Lord our power, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. You know, we're still, you know, we're throughout the captivities that we've been through, all right, we always called upon the Lord, all right. But this time, this is one a little bit different. You know, only a remnant is going to call upon the Lord's name. You know, we pray and hope we're of that number. You know, the elect. They only going to know the Lord. They're going to come back to their heritage, all right. So you know, because Jeremiah 17:4, it says you should forget your. Let's go to that real fast. Jeremiah 17 and Slakia. I keep yawning, man. Whew, work. That job got me tired. But it's Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And you know, and throughout the captivity, you know, in the different captivities, the Israelites knew who they were. You see, in the Persian captivity, the Greek captivity, the Roman captivity, you know, there were some dispersed among the other nations, but they ultimately came back to who they were. You see, but in this captivity that we're in America, Babylon the Great, you know, the reincarnation of the Roman Empire, really all these empires put in one. All right, our people don't know who they are, and when we're out in houses and hedges, you know, preaching to them, you know, they just walk right past. You see, but there has been a great awakening. All right, and starting, you know, with the apostles and their elders before them. All right, they've been out there doing the work for, you know, years. You see, but you know, we should discontinue from our heritage. You see, so people not gonna know. We're not gonna know who we are. It was a certain amount of time we didn't know who we were. You see, but now we're coming back to that knowledge. So Baruch 3:7 again, and for this thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name, which is his name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shai, and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. You see, we're subject to payments. All right, we gotta pay taxes, gotta pay bills, gotta pay car notes, different stuff like that, man. All right, so we're still in captivity. We're not free. All right, we'll be free when the Lord Yahweh Shah returns. That's the only time we'll be free. You see, but until then, we're still in captivity. We're still slaves to Esau, Edom. We still got all these other nations ruling over us. Matter of fact, excuse me, lucky I keep yawning. Second Ezra chapter 6 and 56 says, as for the other people which are also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord Yahweh, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So you see, these other nations are rulers over us, man. We're at the bottom. We're base, and that's I was thinking about it earlier. How the Lord is cold. At first, Esau, Edom, they were the base of men. You see, they were the lowest of the low. You see, but now the Lord has flipped that. He's put them on top and put the Israelites at the bottom. Now we're not the lowest of low, but our people are at a low point, man. You could really say we're the lowest of low. Look at our people. They're homeless. They got they're leading the league in where our women in abortion. You see, they have the diseases. All right, we murder each other. All right, and this is all in the curses, though. You see, so we're at the lowest of the low, man. Now some of our people are on top, but they're being controlled by Esau, and they can't, and that their money isn't theirs. If you understand how Hollywood works, how Hollywood works, you see, they could just take their money away. So really, these, although they're in a high position, but hey, at the end of the day, they're still being controlled, man. So we're still in captivity. We don't have, all right, we're not sovereign yet. Right, so let's go to Micah 2:10. All right, Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "What? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." Right? This place. A lot of our people, they get comfortable, like I named before. They get a house, they get a woman. They can have a couple kids, get the white picket fence, get a dog, get a nice car, nice house. All right, and they think, hey, this is the life. No, man, this is not the way to live, man. All right, if you really know, we're dying, man. All right, they spraying poison in the air, chemtrails, damn it, every day over our heads. We're breathing that in. You see, GMO foods, your food is messed up, your water is messed up. All right, these drugs aren't good for us. Not the pharmaceuticals, as I should say. They're not good for us. All right, the planet is dying, man, because of the people that's in rule. You see, but they're a devil. You see, so they're not going to do righteousness. They're going to do wickedness. All right, to them, the things that they're doing is righteous. You see. But the things that we see, they're wicked. They're Esau. They're the wicked of the Bible, man. All right, the Edomites, the so-called white man, they're the wicked. And now they made America their stronghold. You see, and, this is a cancer to the world, as the elder says. Not the brother in the video, but I think the elder Yashawamba. This is the elder Apostle Gabar. He said that the America is a cancer to the whole world, man. Especially to our people, you see. So let's read this again. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. The things that's in this that they pushed. There's different philosophies that they got. All right, a man could be a woman can be a man. You got children at a young age. They can't even, like the elder Karat the Zabah says, They can't even go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A and get their own food. Let alone they can make their own decisions of changing their, their gender, right? You got pedophiles walking around, all right? You got the alphabet community having more rights than regular citizens, than the heterosexual men and women. You see, so this place is polluted. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. You see, so this place has to go, man. That's why the Lord is going to destroy this place with fire. All right, we see that. You know, this place is about to go down, and Lord willing, we make it out of that destruction. But even if we're not of the elect, we get to come back and be princes, and rulers over the other nations, man. But we should to strive for being of the, that first fruit. Although it's not up to us, but hey, we should want to be a part of that number, man. All right, and I pray and hope we are. All right, but let's read this in the CSB. Get up and leave, for this is not your place of rest, because defilement brings destruction, a grievous destruction. And when it says arise and depart, it doesn't mean physically. Spiritually, you gotta depart from this place. Now, if you want to leave physically, that's up to you. But it's really talking about spiritually. All right, spiritually, you got to depart from the ways of America and change and follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, walk on the path of righteousness. It says, NLT, up, be gone. This is no longer your land and home, for you have filled it with sin and ruined it completely. These translations go off sometimes. All right, but KJV was good enough. I want to go Baruch 3 and 8 real quick and see what it says in the GNT. I don't want to make this too long, But I just want to bring this out because our people think that they're free. Look at the way they act. All right, Baruch 3 and I'm just jumping into it. Baruch chapter 3 and verse 7, it says, "You have made us fear you, so that we might pray to you. Here in exile, we will praise you because we have turned away from the sins of our ancestors. You have scattered us among the nations," like in the curses, "and you have made them despise and curse us. You are punishing us for the sins of our ancestors when they rebelled against you, the Lord our power." You see, so we're scattered, all right, and we're still in captivity. So let's get Baruch 2 and 4 now. All right. Salakia. Baruch chapter 2 and verse 4. I'm starting at 1. It says, "Therefore the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judge Israel, and our kings, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon us great plagues." What's those great plagues? The curses, right? "Such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to these things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter," cannibalism, right? "Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them." You see, so the Lord he delivered us to these different nations to be in captivity. All right, and we're the nation of Esau. All right, Edomites, who came back. They were the Romans. This is the revived Roman Empire. All right, so now we're still in captivity under these heathen, man. All right, so we're like I say, we're not free as of yet, but but as soon as when Yahushua returns, we will be free. We will be rulers. We'll be different. We'll be righteous, right? I'll read verse 5. Says, "Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power, and have not been obedient unto his voice. To the Lord our power appertaineth righteousness, but unto us and to our fathers open shame, as appeareth to this day. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord hath pronounced against us." You see, so all the wickedness we have done, we really deserved it, man. And it is our fault. You know, we put ourselves in this predicament because, you know, the wickedness that we have done against the Lord Yahweh, all right, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We could sin against him continuously, worship other gods, all right, continuously went off, you know. So we put ourselves in this own in this we put ourselves in this position. We can't blame nobody but, you know, but ourselves, man. You know, so we had a part in our own, you know, downfall. You see. But let's get Deuteronomy 28:48 and I'll end it off. I should have read this one first. Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. You see, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So all these curses that the Lord, you know, put in Deuteronomy 28, they're, you know, they're going to follow us. All right, and they're still following us to this day. You see, so, you know, we're still in captivity. You know, we're still, you know, we're being subject to these different payments, right? You know, and we're not sovereign. We're not, you know, royal. You know, but even as we're still in a low estate, the people still, you know, they still follow us. All right, Jake, they always set the trends. You know, even in the low state we're in. You see, but, you know, as we go back to the title, yet this day in our captivity, you are not free. You know, so we're not, you know, free, man. All right, we're not free, man. You see, but yeah, we're not free yet. You know, so we're still in captivity. We're still, you know, subject to payments. You know, and still things we gotta, you know, we still gotta, you know, go by the Esau's rules. All right, but soon it's all gonna flip. You know, so Lord willing, this was edifying. All right, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All you sincere brothers out here that's pushing this word, and you sincere sisters that's listening and learning, may the choice of election be upon your house. All right. Lord willing, was edifying. I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, Wa Baba Ba.